I was planning on singing the intro to a song that I like. But, anyhow. What for Deku was Broly? Popular topic, I know. Yada yada. But, one, nobody completely fully knows Broly's freaking moveset. And if you're going to make the video, do a little bit of research, my nigga. Like, Vibe Kage, he did, What If Deku Was the Son of Broly, where he made, like, a femme Broly, and then he was her daughter. I mean, her son. But this, legit, I'm going to say, Zeno finally got tired of, like, how imbalanced, like, everything was, and, like, all the universes were. So, he completely erased everything. But Broly, his soul, and his key and everything went through an interdimensional loop. And he went to, well, my hero, and he went into Deku. And so Deku, when he was born, he was a tan child. Like, legit. Mixed boys. Me and Broly were riding with that mixed girl. Like, we can mix you up a drink. And we mixed. Oh, God. I think I've mixed up my pronunciation. God, please kill me. Please, I'm serious. I don't want to live anymore. Damn me for being immortal. Yada, though. Anyhow. So, Deku, when he was born, tan child, and he's quite built for a child. Like, there's no way that I can pronounce it. He's just built as a child. I don't care, shut up, lady. I got a 100 on my reading. Now be quiet and leave me alone. Anyhow. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, oh my god, I need to fucking mute her. She's talking. Sorry all for the fucking interruption. There we go, now we can't hear the bitch. But, so, let me make sure that my sound is on. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, Deku, his mom died during birthing complications. And so they had sent him to an orphanage. And like whenever somebody would pick on him, like he wouldn't really do anything, but if they kept continuously bothering him, his hair would like raise up a little and go into Uzaru form. Broly, and he does have a tail. Then they go look at the moon, he's just gonna fucking flip. Like, legit, he's gonna fucking flip. Like, but, he's always training. And so, by the time of 6 years old, he looks like this. They legit had to put the shock collar on him. They also would, like, let the other kids mess around with it and tap it for fun, because nobody really liked him. Yeah, nobody really liked him. But he continued to train a bunch. But his quirk was creation. Like, that's all it was. Creation. And so he created what he felt most comfortable in. This getup. That's all he's wearing. And he does have the scars and stuff from the times that he didn't do anything. About the people friggin' messing with him and bullying him and all that stuff. Yeah. And one day he goes out for training, and then, like, he sees these older guys trying to molest this little girl. And, like, this nigga, he really don't speak. He's practically mute. Like, people thought he was mute until they heard him talk in that deep-ass voice. Like, legit, they were fucking scared. And it was fucking funny. Like, so, when this motherfucker, he didn't talk for the first 2 years, or he didn't talk for the first 2 years, so they just presumed, like, he was mute or something. And, like, this one dude kept fucking with him because he thought that he was mute. And he said, "Bitch, nigga, I am not mute. I just prefer not to talk to slack jaw, odd, insignificant bastards like yourself." And they're all like, "Motherfucker, where do you get that language from?" And he said, "From watching you watch porn." And the reverend chick, she says, "I did no such thing. I am pure." And he says, "Bitch, bet. Hand me your phone. I'll show them all your fucking search history." Like, legit. That's the thing I dread most. If anybody were to look up my fucking search history, God, I'd get my ass beat. Like, ain't no way to fucking sugarcoat it. I'd get my ass beat. But yeah, so Deku, this nigga, he, like, launches over to them, and, like, he's already in Uzaru, so his eyes are that yellow orangish, and, like, he punches one of them, they go flying, and then, like, the other one, he has, like, a gravity plus quirk, so whatever he looks like, he can multiply the gravity on it. So he multiplies his gravity to 3,000 times Earth, and, like, 3,000 times Earth's gravity, and, like, it pushes Deku down to his knees, because he hasn't experimented with gravity training. Like, he hasn't done anything with it. He says, "You know what? You might be useful." And he says, "Huh?" And he says, "I will keep you alive if you keep your quirk activated for all day, every day, for the next 5 years. So that I can train with your gravity." And he says, "Sure. Whatever you want, kid." Because, like, he realizes if this nigga were to box with him, he'd get his ass beat. Ain't no fucking sugarcoat. But yeah. So, Deku, he's kind of just like, and like he walks over to this girl, and he looks at her and he says, "Who are you?" And she says, "I'm, who should it be? Fuck it, let's go with Mina." "I'm Mina Ashido." And he says, "Alright then." He walks off and he says, "Come on, Blondie." Referring to the dude that has gravity, because he's blonde. And I'm gonna say that this was Uraraka's dad. But after that day, I didn't get come home for 5 years. But we'll get to that. But so Deku, he starts out at 100 times Earth gravity. And he just continuously goes up. And he asks him, what's the highest that it can go to? And he says, about 12 billion. And he says, "Alright, I'm gonna train you to get that thing up. And then we can press forward with training." And he says, "Okay, thank you, I guess." And so he trains him a little. Her dad gets, like Ochako's dad, he gets a little stronger to where his quirk can go up to 7 nonillion times Earth's gravity. So, Deku, he's training for 5 years. Mina's like spying on him because like she likes him. She's on that Hinata shit. Oh, Hinata. Also, I have a question. Are scientists not done with that portal to fictional worlds? Cause like I need to go to Dragon Ball. I want to get trained by Goku. Like, legit. Get my power level up. Just like, and I'm talking to you as like a normal person, as a normal human being, not as my character that I am named after. I like to go and just be trained by Goku, Vegeta, and then when they fuse Gogeta and Vegeta, because as y'all know, Gogeta, Goku, Black, and Broly, favorite niggas, and cooler too, like legit. And then Whis and Beerus, I'd get along. Me and Beerus would get along swimmingly, like legit. But anywho, Deku, kind of is just like after he reaches the max, he says, "So do you want to train more?" And he says, "You're gonna train more on using my quirk." And he says, "Nah, I think I'm done with gravity training." But oh wait, yeah, I forgot. So another day when he's walking around, or no, another day when he's flying around, and it's like at night too. he's like already in Uzaru Wrath. And then these villains, like, they're robbing a bank, and like he's defeating them all with ease, but one of them pulls the trigger and he shoots a little girl and her mother, killing them both. And Deku just goes into Super Saiyan. And like the dude starts unloading his clip, and without noticing, it knocks 4 people unconscious, and Deku, not knowing, goes into legendary Super Saiyan. Yep, this quick, nigga. This quick. But, Deku, he runs towards, he runs towards the dude, and he grabs him by the head, and he just crushes his skull, and he says, "Erase our cannon!" And it's just, a green, like, a gigantic blast in his hand. And he, like, throws at the dude, and it completely evaporates his body. And then, like, there are, like, 3 more dudes, and he says, "Blast our cannon!" Like, this nigga was already, like, 8 foot. His height went to 9'1", because he does have that height increase due to the muscle mass gain from his legendary Super Saiyan and his Super Saiyan forms. But yeah. So, Deku, he, like, he's mad because he couldn't save the family of people. So he trained a lot harder. Like, a lot. So he can go into Super Saiyan and Legendary Super Saiyan at will. And one night, while he's training in Super Saiyan, and Mina, she's like watching him in the bushes. I'll have to watch that. Give me a second, Brad. But, anywho. So, Deku, he like looks up at the moon while he's in Super Saiyan. And, as we all knew, you look at the moon, the planet go boom. Like, the rules of GT are a beautiful thing. And by what I mean by that is, basically, you fuck with a Super Saiyan version of Uzaru. And then, if they're calmed down, they go to Super Saiyan 4. Like, nigga, that's just an accident waiting to happen. But, yeah. And for those of you who don't know what Legendary Super Saiyan Broly looks like, he looked like this. And that's what Deku will look like when he goes into Legendary Super Saiyan. This is what his Super Saiyan 4 will look like. Or is there a better one? I highly doubt that there is, but this will, like the hair, that's what his hair will look like when he goes into Super Saiyan 5. But yeah. So, this top one right here is what it'll look like when he goes into Super Saiyan 4. And that's exactly what's about to happen. Skip 2, skip 3, we going straight to 4. But, he looks at it, he goes into, Super Saiyan. Oh, sorry. And so, Mina, she come in clutch. She, like, scales his body, kisses him, and he goes into a Super Saiyan 4. And he opens his eyes and he says, huh? And she says, nothing, I gotta go now. And he says, wait. And he kisses her on the cheek and he says, you'll get another one later. And she says, yay, he loves me. Like, in her head, she's like having a party. Like legit. It's so funny how us as a Dragon Ball community can come up with the randomest shit. Like, legit, ask any Dragon Ball fan, we can come up with a number of fucking transformations. Like, yeah. But, anyhow. So, he's like training in Super Saiyan 4, and he realizes something. So, in his perfected Super Saiyan, it's a time 500 multiplier. In his legendary Super Saiyan, it's a 40,000 times multiplier. And I'm making this shit up. It's not like that. Except for normal Super Saiyan, like perfected Super Saiyan, it is like that. But legendary Super Saiyan, we really ain't got the facts about that shit. Like, it's a type C type of Super Saiyan that takes type A and type B. So, Super Saiyan grade 3 and Super Saiyan grade 2 and grade 1 meshes them all up. And here you go, random shit that you'll love. Like, legit. Oh, that should be the fucking title of it. But, yeah. And so, Deku, he's like, well, this is dope. And he masters Super Saiyan 4 so he can transform into it whenever he wants. He has his tail cut off, but he can still transform into Super Saiyan 4. But yeah. And so Deku, he tries holding his Super Saiyan 4 state for 4 days straight. He can, no problem. So it's basically like a base form for him now. And then he holds Uzaru for a day straight. Well, for like a half a year straight. He can do that, no problem. Super Saiyan, same. And so he uses Uzaru as his base form. Which Uzaru Broly is just this hair, but black. It's basically like a wrath state. But yeah. But anywho, Deku, he's strong as fuck. And he's only 8. He's 8'7" now. Like, in height. But, this nigga ain't never went to school. Like, legit. This nigga ain't never been to school. But, he trained. He got Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 2. Or Legendary Super Saiyan 2. So, basically, he only has one bang. And, like, the rest is, like, spikier. But still the same color. And he just gets just a tiny bit muscular. Like, more muscular. And then Super Saiyan 3. Well, basically looks like this. But yeah. But yeah. No, it looks like this. That's what it looked like. But, so, Deku, he just goes and he's just, but yeah. So he has Legendary Super Saiyan 3 and normal Super Saiyan 3. And he has Super Saiyan 5, which we already know what it looks like, because I already showed y'all. But, he was already naturally born with God Key. So, yeah, because Broly would have gotten it, because he hung around Goku and Vegeta and Beerus. But yeah. And so, Broly, he's just like, Deku, he's just questioning everything that he's doing right now. Like, he's still training, and then, like, one day his hair goes red, and he can feel, like, all the power. And he says, huh? And then, like, he goes out of it, and he says, And so, like, he starts meditating, because he realizes it must need, like, total concentration or some shit. Fuck, let's do it. Why not? Like, that's legit what he thinking. And so then he goes into Super Saiyan God. And he says, now, maybe I can mix it with Uzaru. And he gets, Super Saiyan God Uzaru Wrath. And then it like has a slight blue tint. And he says, there's even more power to this transformation. We'll call you Super Saiyan God. This will do swimmingly. But, by this time, him and Mina had been going on dates. Like, they went to, like, the chocolate factory and places like that. They're dining and dashing. Because this nigga ain't got no money. And he don't want her to spend any. So they dining and dashing. Before that check come to the table. Like, legit, I can dine and dash any motherfucking day. Like, legit, I've done it on multiple occasions. And it's fucking hilarious when they realize that, fuck, they're gone. Where's my tip? Like, they didn't leave jack shit. the fuck's my tip? It's fucking funny when you're looking through binoculars and seeing their fucking reaction. It's hilarious. Like, legit. Me, my mom, my cousins, my aunt, and my auntie, and her husband. By the way, they just recently got married, like 2 weeks ago or so. But, yeah. So, Deku, he just but, oh wait, yeah, back to the story. So, we went to White People Central, Applebee's, not Texas. Texas is where they make white people. If you get the Donald Glover reference, you get it. Like, legit. Donald Glover is my nigga. Like, legit, there's no way, like, absolutely no way you can sugarcoat it or try to do anything about it. Donald Glover is my nigga. Like, I don't care if he sucked a cow's dick or took a horse's from the back. He's my nigga. Actually, no. Like, if somebody were to fucking do that shit and they were in my friend circle, I'd just be like, peace. Like, nigga, no. You have an issue. Get that chicked out. Like, nigga, you was mental. Like, you must be fucking mental if you're planning on doing that shit. Or you're just a girl and you're tired of your boyfriend having a limp dick. Like, legit. But yeah. So, anyhow, Deku, he trains really, really hard. And he finally unlocks Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue, Legendary Super Saiyan. So, like, it's more of like a, like a, diamond-ish color. Like, you know that weird, like, semi, like, green, but also blue color that, like, everybody always wanted, that everybody called diamond at one point? No, only me? Okay. But it was like a Crayola colored pencil. But yeah, it's like that. Like, that's what the hair color for that is. But, so, him and Mina, they go on this date. And Deku, he always dresses like that. He ain't got no other clothes. He ain't making no other clothes. Like, he'll make clothes and stuff for her, but he ain't making nothing for himself. Like, legit. Or, what am I saying? He does make the money, but like, he does make money, but all they do is die and dash. Like, legit, and nobody can fucking catch him. Like, it's fucking hilarious. But yeah. And so, Deku, he takes her to the red light district. And if you don't know what the red light district is, nigga, you ain't watched hentai. Nigga, red light district is basically where you stay the night to have sex in a hotel. Like, legit. That's what it's for. That's all it's for, too. Like, legit. That's all it's for. Having sex. Like, legit. That's all it's for. But, yeah. Deku, he takes her there, and she's like, "What are we doing in the red light district?" And he says, "You'll see when we get inside." And she's like, is he gonna have sex with me? 'Cause if so, if he packs the estimated amount that I think he packs, I'm screwed. Like, legit, that's all that's going through her head. Like, if it's that big, I'm dying. But, they get inside. Deku, he starts taking his clothes off. And she sees it, and she says, "It's twice as big as what I predicted." Like, she only predicted it to be, like, a 7 or a 9-inch. Nah, nigga, that thing's a 20-inch. And she says, "How is it 20 inches long?" And he says, "Whatever." He hugs her, and like, dog, she's only at his waist. Like, legit. He's twice her height. He's like almost twice all my height. And he says, "Now, would you like me at full power or in base?" And she says, "Base, please." And he says, "Too bad, full power." He goes straight to legendary Super Saiyan Blue. And she's like, "Oh God, what have I done dating you?" And he says, "You done goofed." And he stick it in her mouth. All she can fit is 5 inches. Like, that's it. She can only fit 5 inches of it. In her throat, or else she choking. Like, and he like fully shoves her head down in there, and it's like, it's like in her urethra. Like, dog, this shit's 18 plus. And I might have to remember to put the tag on it this time, because I didn't do it with the Vidar part 2. But anywho, he stick it in, like, all the way down her throat. And she, like, gags, and he says, "Nice gag reflex." And then he starts shoving her head up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then he cream in her mouth. I'm like, she's just like, "It tastes so good." Like, she's like tripping out over how good it tastes. Like, dog, she legit think it's fucking brownies or some shit. But yeah. So, after he says, "So you like the taste?" And she says, "Yes." And then she swallows it. And he says, "Damn, she a freak. Ooh, I'm finna blast her so hard." Like, dog, I'm gonna blast her so hard that I'm gonna blast her so hard that her grandchildren gonna feel it. Like, legit. That's what's going through his head. Meanwhile, like, 7 years in the future, their granddaughter is having sex with Bakugo the third. Yeah, Bakugo. No, not Bakugo the third. Katsuki Kirishima. Yeah, Katsuki Kirishima. Because in this one, I'm going to give somebody else a chance to be buzzed with Deku. You see how I'm just spicing it up and it's somehow working like really, really good? It's weird. But, anywho, Deku, he ripped a hole in her pants. And she says, huh? Don't stick it in. Boom! Like, that's all I can say. Boom, my nigga. Like, legit. Only way I can say it. Boom. She feel it. It's all the way in her womb. Like, his dick is inside of her womb. And there's still like 3 inches still on the outside. And he says, now if I were to shove in any deeper, it would legit hurt you. And she says, yes, it would. Also, why are you so tight? And she says, well, I'm sorry. And he says, you got a good ass though. It's nice for slapping. And she says, whatever. And he, like, moves. And she, like, immediately creams. He says, is it this easy? And she says, it might be. And he starts doing rapid fire DX. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Ba 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 ba. He creaming her. She legit pass out. And he just continue creaming at her. Like, legit. That's the type of nigga he is. But, yeah. And then he goes to sleep. She realizes, crap, I'm filled. And like, dog, he put a butt plug in her so that none of it fell out. And so it all contributed to a child. Like, legit. She just said, how dare he? And then he kisses her and he says, how dare I what? I can pound you again if you would like. And she says, maybe later. I'm gonna go back to bed. He says, alright. But, I'm gonna end this off here. Peace.